Hey guys, this is Garney and
Amanda.
Hey, and we're going to be talking about her brand new phone, which is the BLU Pure XR. Yeah, it's a white box, so you can't see it. But we're going to talk about the Pure XR, so stick around. Hey guys, Garney here and
Amanda.
Hey, so we're going to be talking about her brand new phone, the Pure XR. You like it?
I do.
All right, so let me read out some of these specs here. Do you know some of the specs? No, yeah. All right, so it's a 5.5-inch screen. It's 1080p by 1920, so full HD at 400 ppi. A Gorilla Glass 3 has an octa-core processor at 2 gigahertz. It's actually the Helio P10 processor. It's running Android 6.0. You falling asleep yet? And it has a 16 megapixel camera on the back and a 8 megapixel camera on the front. It has 64 gigs of storage and 4 gigs of RAM. And it's got a 3,000 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty cool. Now, Amanda, what were you using before the Pure XR?
I was using the Moto G3, and then before that, the Moto X.
Nice. So, did you like the Motorola phones?
I did.
Now, so comparing that, what do you like most about your brand new phone, the Pure XR?
I like the fingerprint scanner, the camera, the battery a lot, and...
So, okay, let's talk about a fingerprint sensor. This is your first phone to have a fingerprint sensor. Now, your brother had challenges with his OnePlus, the OnePlus 3, that it just didn't like him. See? But on your Pure XR... Wait, there it goes. Yeah, so it works for you. So you like it?
I do. I love it.
Okay, so do you use it all the time? Do you?
I haven't typed in my passcode to this phone since I've got it.
All right. What else do you like about it? So you said the battery?
Yes.
So talk to me about how it compares to, let's say, the G3 and the X.
It lasts a lot longer. For the school day with my old phone, I'd probably end up with like 15%. But then with this phone, with like full day use, like I usually do, I end up with maybe 30%, 40%.
So you means you can go all day?
Yes.
Without charging it?
Yay.
So it's just pretty cool. So that means when morning you wake up to time you go to bed, you still have some juice left in the phone.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Now, let's talk about the camera. Do you use Snapchat? Do you use Instagram?
Yeah.
So guys, she uses her camera a lot for social media. So talk to me about the cameras.
I really like it. I'm not.
Now, which one? The back camera or the front camera? The rear camera?
Well, no, I know what you're
Which is this one versus this one?
I know what you're talking about. No, I'm not a camera person, so I can't really tell the difference between cameras. I mean, these cameras seem to work fine. It looks really pretty. I took a good picture of some ducks the other day.
Whack?
Yes. Ducks? So I took some pictures of some ducks the other day, and it was really good. It was clear and everything. I haven't used any of the different settings for it. Like there's HDR mode, there's movement mode, but it's got a lot of features in it, so I like it.
All right. So the photos on Snapchat and Instagram, they come out okay?
I think so.
All right. That's good. What? So fingerprint sensor, battery, camera. What about the screen? You went from a 5-inch screen to now a 5.5-inch screen. How was that?
So it was a challenge. It's a challenge. I'm getting used to it now, and I really like it because it's a bigger screen and it's like more clear and things are more open, so it's easier to see. It was hard for me, like I said, because I'm so used to a small phone, and now I have to wrap my hand around the entire thing instead of just doing a little cup.
Got it. Now it's a thinner phone than the Motorola. So you stick it in your back pocket. What do you do?
I do stick it in my back pocket. My Moto also had a case on it. I have not bought a case yet, so
it came with a case. It came with a small thin case.
No, it doesn't protect it though.
That's right. if you drop it, right?
Yeah. But I mean, the other one had a case, and then it was also bulgier to begin with. So yeah, it stuck out of my pocket a little more. This one is really flat and thin, so it's easy and it kind of slips in easier. The only thing I don't like about it is since it's so much taller, is that it can stick out of my pocket and I'm afraid it'll fall out.
Well, let's talk about some of the dislikes or things that you wish could be changed on the phone, like you were talking about the power button versus the volume rocker.
Oh, Yes. The power button and the volume is switched on this phone. The power is on the bottom and the volume is on the top. So I'm not used to that. And I still mess up on it. So whenever I'm trying to take pictures and I can't press the actual button, you press the volume button and I'll press the power button on accident.
Don't you hate that? Hate pressing the power button and you're trying to take a selfie or a picture and you press the power button by accident. But it's just something you just got to get used to. You just got to remember. What's another thing you kind of wish would change?
I'm not really sure. I think...
I like that California. Sure.
I really like it. I don't really see a big problem.
She's supposed to be a native
it.
Texan and she goes, sure.
I'm sorry. I say y'all, so...
Y'all.
I really like it. There is one little thing. So there's a swipe up menu bar when you swipe up. And there's a mode called extreme mode. And you should not
Hold on. Warning, guys. Bad moment with the phone. Blue, I want to put you guys screwed up here by putting on this little thing. So what is it that happened?
So the extreme mode said it's a battery saver. And my boyfriend's family has new phones, not this phone, but they have an extreme mode. And it's a power saver where you can just click the apps that you want to make sure are still running. And they don't delete anything though. And that saves their battery. So I thought it was the same here. And it said battery saver mode. So I clicked it and it deleted every single app.
So let me translate that for you guys. Extreme mode on the Pure XR. When you select it, when you run a low battery, it will give you the option to say, hey, would you like to go into extreme mode? We could save you X number of hours on the battery. Now, it's kind of suspicious when it says you're down to 15% and it says, hey, I'll save you 206 hours on your battery. Well, if you think about that and you click the button, extreme mode goes into what we call safe mode, which deletes all your apps.
Not the smartest moment.
And what it does, it stays in extreme mode, well, safe mode, so you cannot install new apps, cannot reinstall. And basically what we found, there's a trick to get out of extreme mode, but whatever else, the damage is already done. It deletes your apps. And so even if you're able to get out of extreme mode, you're done. You're still without your applications. The important thing is, what we had to do is completely reset the phone. Went to factory settings and completely went back to factory new and started all over again. So Amanda, have you used that feature ever again?
No.
So what would you tell Blue?
I would say maybe it's cool having an extreme mode, which is like a power saver mode. But I would do it like those other phones did, where you can just click the apps that you want to keep running. And don't delete the other apps, just make it so until you turn it off, they do not waste their own battery.
So basically it's the LG phones have that. So okay, let's move on to something a little bit more pleasant, or less angry. What else do you wish you could change about this device? Or are you pretty happy with it?
I'm actually really happy with it. I really like this phone. No one really knows what BLU is, so they're like, what kind of phone is that? And I'm like, BLU.
They don't get it.
They don't understand.
Yeah, it's bold like us. I don't know if you guys can see that. Bold like us. That's what bold. And they're out of Miami and things like that. They got a pretty bad rap last month when some of their phones from, obviously they have these phones manufactured and assembled in China. They got a bad rap because some of their track phones, the phones that are really inexpensive, had software in it where it was the Chinese manufacturer left software on it to where it harvested your activity, your locations, and things like that, and sent that information back to China. They got some bad raps about that, but the BLU Pure, my wife's phone, this phone didn't have that. But then again, there was other companies that had that same problem. It's not a BLU issue. It's just that, the company who was assembling the equipment left some software in there that was potentially not what we were expecting. But other than that, $300, guys, $299 on Amazon. And I want to give a big shout out to Amazon. When we received her first BLU phone, it wasn't to our standards. The box was all beat up and everything. I just didn't want to trust taking out a device because the box was all busted. Since we use Prime service, I called Amazon. Amazon said, you know what, Mr. Bowling, we'll ship you a new one right now. I got an RMA to resend the old one back. In a couple of days, I got a replacement. So the kudos to you, Amazon and Amazon Prime. While I was sending the phone back, I didn't have to wait for the phone to get there for them to send me a new. They immediately shipped a new phone to me, trusting me that I would return the broken or older or damaged device. So guys, that's basically it. You know what? Are you happy with it?
I am. I'm very happy with it.
I think the only thing that really draws back, and I know that you talked about a little bit, and that is sometimes the data is not fast enough. But you know what? That's well, it doesn't have all the LTE bands on here. So and then the Wi-Fi is good, but the data from it's really more 4G or G3. 3G plus. HPSA plus settings, but it's not full LTE, which I don't mind because that way she's not using up all our data.
That's Garney.
That's you.
Yeah.
Guys, you know what? Anything else you want to say about it?
I just want to say that this is actually a very good phone, and it's pretty much inexpensive compared to a $600 iPhone. And a lot of people ask me when I first.
That's a cheap phone. That's a cheap iPhone.
Okay. Still, a lot of people kept asking me because it's bigger and it kind of looks like a Samsung, and they kept asking me if it was a Samsung, and then whenever they saw the back of it, they thought it was an Apple. I was pretty excited. I was like, yeah, I have an iPhone 7. What?
Yeah, I got a fake phone. I got a Samsung on the front and an iPhone on the back. No, but the good news is that it's a great device. You've liked it. How long have you had it now? For about 4 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, about 4 weeks. So it's been a really good device for her. So guys, we're going to close it out here. If you like what I'm doing here or like what we're doing here, hit that like button and leave a comment below if you got any questions. And most of all, we're always looking for new friends to join us on this journey. So hit that subscribe button if you're brand new to our channel. And until then, we'll talk to you later. Have a great one.
Bye.
Peace.
How was that?
What do you mean? Okay, ready?
Sharpay. Ow. Mwah. I feel like Sharpay from High School Musical. Okay. I'm ready. I was born ready.
See what I have to deal with? And you know I've got this on video, so I can actually add this as a blooper.